Hey, super quick addendum to the Volcanicus review before we get into the Fixzilla proper. This piece that was on the back for me, because I just didn't have a good spot for it, actually belonged in the front. If you turn it around, you see there's a little design pattern in there that looks like, a 10-pack. But I hate how it looks because it's all gray and it's like kind of, this weird hollowness. And you're blocking all that really cool red paint, which I really liked at the center there. So not for me. I'm not going to keep it there, but I figure I show you it because that's where it goes. Also, if you were going to do this, Hasbro, why not make it something with the gold side? That would have looked so much better. What up, folks? I'm Ultrazilla, and this is a Fixzilla. We recently put together Volcanicus, and even way before I had put it together, when I first got the last piece of the puzzle there, which I believe was Snarl, I decided to get a little small upgrade kit. This is from 115 Workshop. And I saw it was pretty cheap. I got two things from them, and we did another Fixzilla a couple of months back with the other thing I got from them, and that was a bigger sword for Victory Saber with a couple of extra things that came with it, and it worked out pretty fine. These are just like 3D printed items. 115 Workshop is really small. I got these on TF Safari, which I've gotten a few things from in the past. So we got some feet here. Got some other things there that I can't recall what it is. It's been a little bit since I even looked at these things. And we got extra hands here. So that's pretty cool. Which looks like it'll fill up the slots in the forearms for Volcanicus, which I did have a problem with. And then we have some other stuff here, which looks like some more filler. These are on runners, so we're going to have to cut them. Let's see if there are anything that I really need. First thing we're going to do is we're going to insert these little pegs here that have ball joints on them onto the bottom of the feet. So here you have a couple of little slots that are formed there, and you got some tabs here. So pop those in. It might be easier to take everything out. Undo that. There we go. And we could pop a foot here into Grimlock. Pretty slick. Put that down. Where did the other one go? This one here. Just find the right angle. I think it goes like this. Yep, goes like that. Pop his foot in. And then we could put this back. And Volcanicus has got feet. He gets a little bit more height on them. That's interesting. That's interesting to see. I mean, one of the big things for me was I really liked the height, comparatively to some other figures. But, I mean, there's no denying that looks way better. So there's that. Now, there's arms to do. So let's do it like this. I'm gonna get rid of this. I don't know what we're gonna do with it, if anything. And then these are pretty much gonna turn back into swoop. It all comes back to you. Okay, so with that said, that stays open like so. And we're gonna bring in this arm, I believe, and it's gonna go in. There's a fist right there. Thumb is there. That's gonna go in between the legs here, but maybe I need to separate a little bit here. Alright, I needed to do that off camera. It does go right in. You know, I just had to find the right slot. And then we could pop this back together up here. Like so. And then these, unfortunately, don't fold all the way in anymore. You know, they were flush against here, and then not. I mean, you could do other things with them, possibly. So, you know, we'll play around with it, see what the best look is. But that's, you know, that's the arm. I thought it was going to do something different. I thought it was going to fill in that crazy, all that big gappage. But it ends up not doing that. It ends up creating a whole other forearm. Which, hey, I'll take it. I think that looks cool. Bigger arm. Yeah, that's not bad at all. So, on this side, again, we're gonna take that out. Gonna separate these, and I believe this one gets folded in. But where's the actual arm? I know it's got to go in here. Yeah, see, this is all going in here. Pop. So that's good. We got that. We figured that out. Okay. Yeah. See, that went. I was trying to do something. It wasn't letting me do. But I had to go over the arm. Now it's ready to roll. That's cool. That is cool. And yeah. Now he's got two arms. And two are better than one, for sure. That works out very, very nicely. Got fists and everything. So there was other fillers that this came with, and I did take them all off their sprues, and it's all stuff to go back here. You know, it's to fill up all of this stuff. You know, if you want to, there's this piece here, and they're not super easy to get in. So I feel like this is gonna be a disaster for me. But I mean, I feel like some of this stuff needs some major heat to get in, or maybe I'm just putting it in the wrong slots. No, this, see, it's all grooved. So these are tough to get in. Let's try some different one first. How about that? The little things for here. Oh, that one in nicely. Look at that. Filler. Why not? Right? I mean, bought it. Might as well use it. Cool. Alright, so yeah, not bad, not bad. Then we got this thing here for here. I don't know if I have it on the right way, but let's go up and down. I think I got it right. And then I probably should have done this one first. This one goes up here. Yeah, I think the top one should have went on first. Hopefully I'll be able. Oh wait. Okay. Again, I don't know if I put them in the right way. They kind of look off. I feel like this bottom one maybe. Oh well, I broke this piece, and I don't know where the piece went. It went flying. Trying to get that out. So I should have just left it. It filled it up fine. No one's ever gonna see that anyway. But if I ever find that piece, I'll glue it back on. That's a bummer, but you know, whatever. I did put these in while I was off camera because it was just easier. They're very tight. But yeah, I mean, I guess it works. I don't really need any. I didn't really need anything for back there, to be honest. Oh, And then we have a whole arm piece that just fell off here. That is interesting. How did this go in? I don't know. It is? Let's not break anything. Alright, I got it all back in. And you know, this is a pretty cool kit. Yes, I broke a piece. Yes, I did. But you know, it was a piece I wasn't even gonna use, to be honest. And I'll probably find it. I'm probably not gonna try to remove this anymore. And it's fine either way. Oh, there is one thing here that's a bummer. This is a little bit loose on mine for whatever reason. Maybe this needs to be pushed up a little bit further or something, but this foot piece is a little bit loose. Now I could fill it a little bit with some, you know, whatever, super glue even, if I want to. What is happening here? I feel like something is off on the actual foot part. There we go. Now, see, look. Comes out a little bit. So, yeah, that's a bit of a bummer. I'm going to have to do something about that. It's not like the biggest deal because, you know, that's easily, filling stuff in is easily remediable. And also, with a little bit of extra foot here now, I don't need to do that ugly thing with Grimlock. It could totally stay like that because the extra foot allows me to like make his legs a wider stance. So it looks way better in my opinion, you know. I mean, it could be better even still. But yeah, I guess the extra arms look pretty good. The extra 4 arms, much better, right? Although like this arm ends up being longer. So I don't know, you know, your mileage is gonna vary on how you feel about that, but that's definitely a thing. It looks like one arm is longer than the other. But I mean, imposing, I don't think it's gonna be a big deal. You know what I'm saying? It definitely looks better. He's definitely more menacing. The feet are awesome. Like, they look fantastic. The gold on the feet, very nice. The sculpt looks really, really good. They have that kind of Combiner Wars, like Power to Primes, Volcanicus thing, but they look really nice. Look at the bottoms. Very nicely sculpted. So I like that. The fists are nicely sculpted. He's got little like claws here, little, like, you know, razors there. You know, the stuff on the inside is fine. Like this whole arm looks pretty good. Nice details there. You see how they mimicked this over here? That's pretty cool. So yeah, I mean, even the little back fillers, you know, they work fine. They work good. So yeah, I'm happy. I'm happy with it overall. I mean, you know, what happened was my fault. As far as like these things, like I don't really see a place for them. So I don't know. Just hold on to them. If you want to go back to stock, you can. You know, that's the one thing with this that's gonna change is his height. Now he's taller. Well, he's a good height for. He still works. I liked him a little smaller, but I think he still works with Haya Godzilla. We should bring in one of the Super 7s now, right? Because I didn't in the review of Volcanicus because I thought it was too small for him. But now that's not that bad. So he, you know, Godzilla's a little taller than Volcanicus. And that works, because I feel like you want Godzilla to be a little bit taller, but his head is so small comparatively, so it kind of still doesn't work. I'd say Haya stuff works fine still. Pop. Big fist. Proportionally, you know, he's got a lot bigger fists now than he did before, but I don't know. You know, if that's your jam and you wanna do crossovers and stuff and have an awesome mech to do, you know, to fight with, this one's pretty good. Maybe he could stand alongside some Jaegers. It's not a Jaeger, but we'll bring Godzilla back. Yeah, maybe he could do that. You know, he's kind of Jaeger-esque in a way. So, I don't know. He could fit into a few different things still, even with his, you know, added height. Definitely worth it. I mean, this kit wasn't that expensive. And you know, I think it adds. I think it definitely adds. So, you know, in closing here, I think this is worth it. I paid $22.50 for this kit and like $8 for the Victory Saber one, and shipping was like $3. I got mine at TF Safari, and you can too. I don't know if they still have it, but you could check. I know these kits are also up on eBay as well. Whoa, hey, before we finish off here completely, a couple little addendums, some good news, but first, some whatever news. I left this on, you saw it at the very, very top of the video before we got into the Fixzilla proper as a little addendum to the review. I left this on. I don't love it, but, you know, I left this on for a reason. Obviously, that beginning was filmed after everything you had just seen prior to this, and now this is being filmed the next day. And my video was already up on YouTube, ready to launch, but I've refilmed this ending because there's some things to talk about. First, that. Next, I used some nail polish, clear nail polish, to thicken up the joint down there. Now this is not falling out, which is great. I told you it was an easy fix. I decided to go with clear nail polish because it's not as messy as, say, super glue. However, I did use some super glue because I found a little piece that went flying. Now, additionally, when I tried to take this out, I broke the other side too. Real big annoyance. You know, this kind of plastic is, you know, whatevs. It's so brittle. Also, the post that goes in here is too long. So if you get this after you watch this video, do note you have to trim this post. It is way too long to go all the way in here. I actually had to cut it almost in half to make it fit. You know, it's a little sloppy because of the super glue or whatever. I did toss on a little bit of gray Gundam marker to make it a little better, but it's fine. This is gonna be down here anyway. But anywho, I'm glad to have found it. I had to clean my room a bit. You know, I should have been filming and organizing while I did it, but I didn't because I was so focused on trying to find it. But it actually landed in a box, so it wasn't on the floor. But hey, I cleaned up a bit. Now the last bit here is the piece that was in here. I actually put over here, which is where I had this originally. I put it in here, and actually this looks really good. It's just holding on to the bottom of this with the two prongs that went in here. And now it looks like he's got a little jetpack. That is awesome. Like, I was like, man, this has to go somewhere else. And yeah, it sticks there. So there's a little something you can do. I don't know if anybody's mentioned that in any other review of this, but this is not a review. This is a Fixzilla. Yeah, you know, it's kind of a review. But yeah, you could put it there. And that looks like a little jetpack. And there you go, guys. Now we are done with this Fixzilla. I think this turned out pretty good. I like all the little, you know, additions here. I think it really helps out a lot. I'm pretty happy with it. I do like it a lot, you know, a lot more than before. I did like the charmingness of the squat Volcanicus, but this just looks way better. I'm glad to, you know, do this with Grimlock's arms and body a little bit more than the way it looked. I think it, you know, frees up this section. You know, the addition of ankle rockers really helps that a lot. The arms look way better, and you know, even the filler stuff on the back just, you know, makes it better. And there you go. Definitely a an upgrade worth doing. Alright guys, thanks for watching. If you're new to the channel, why don't you go ahead and sub yourself for daily content and let me help you diversify your collection. Till next time, peace out peeps.